This is the Lockpicking Newbie, and today is package day, and it is also, well, let's just see what's in the package. This came from an eBay seller. The return address says DBZ Discounts. I can't remember what the name was online, but it's got this huge sticker on it that says, "Please scan me, thank you." I don't recall seeing that before, and I can only guess as to why that would be on there. Anywho, let's take a look at what we have. Bum, ba-da! Brady lockout tagout plastic padlock. Now, you've seen me open a Brady in a previous video, but it was the short one, the little short green one. Honestly, I have no idea why this form factor exists, because it's like a Master 411. I'm not sure what the requirement is for this tallness here, but when I look at it, okay, it says it's a 7140, and it has the keyway that actually spells ABIS, kind of like the other green ABISes that I have. So this is going to be an interesting pick. It looks like it's going to be guttable, so I've got some tools handy. Here's our lockout stickers, and unfortunately this lock apparently is never actually used. Why do I say unfortunately? Because, oh, I don't know, it'd be nice if the lock had some personality to it. But yeah, there's a Phillips head screw in there. Not sure if you'll be able to see that. Yeah, whatever. Trust me. Okay, so here's the bitting. Doesn't look too terrible, but that keyway, you know, it feels weird on the pick because all the little points, I mean, it's an open keyway, but all the little points of spelling ABIS make it just grab and drag the pick. But given what I've done with this keyway before, I'm going to use a number 1 and 25 thousandths, and then I'm going to take this wiper and kind of jam it in where the A is, and then if I get the angle right, I can just kind of put it in there like that. So now we're top of the keyway with a little wiper, and then I like back it off of pin 1 just a hair, so that pin 1 is nice and loose. Now what I'm doing right now is just verifying pin 1 is loose. Okay, so pin 1's loose. All right, so let's get to picking. 1 is springy, a little click on 2, a little mushy thing on 3, click on 4, click on 5, click on 6, back to the beginning. 1 is firm, nice click with a false set, counter rotation and a click on 2. 3 feels pretty firm. I'm gonna leave him alone for now. Yeah. 4 is nowhere to be found. 5. Okay. I might have to get 3, so let's just see what happens when I try to get the counter rotation. Ooh, no. That's an overset. All right. Now I will say that that I've got like 6 of those green Bradys, and I use them for practice locks, and they're all keyed alike, but they pick differently, and sometimes it can be a pain. In fact, often, let me just say, let's be honest, when I go and try to do all 6 of them, there'll be maybe 3 or 4 of the 6 that give me a lot of trouble and make for kind of a long, boring pick. But, you know, maybe everybody does this, but I just sit down and I'm either watching videos, watching TV, whatever, and I don't really care how long each pick takes in that context. I think 5 back there might be kind of like a deep set, and so I think maybe I was like not able to reach it with the number 1, or rather 6. So let's see what 5 feels like right here. A little counter rotation and a set. The other thing that these cores tend to do when they're when I'm you know, messing up, is there'll be an overset somewhere, and then you can just keep on going. You can keep on getting clicks, and eventually you'll get every pin all the way down. Okay, that was 3 with a click and some rotation in the core. And yeah, so you can basically keep on clicking away, and then you end up with every single pin all the way down and thinking, how come this thing didn't open? All right, so 1 is down, 2 is down. It's so weird. Okay, getting counter on 3, so I'm gonna see if I can get this. No, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm back at like 5. And very occasionally you kind of like ride on the warding. It's hard to call it warding because what it really is the letters, the features on the letters. It's so weird. All right, so I've got the number 7 hook. And if I had it in 25 thousandths, I'd use it. But I have it in 15, or 18 rather. So I'm back at again, that wasn't too happy. All right, I got a little bit better false set. I'm releasing some tension in order to get some movement on the pins. Releasing some tension to release oversets. Okay, so I'm towards the front of the lock. I think that was 1. I think I'm on 2. Now 3 is way high. Okay, just a little click on 3. That seemed like progress. 4 is really high. Little click. Feel like I'm in the belly of, in a spool on that one. I think that was 4. Okay, 5 might have been just a bit too far. There we go. 5 feels a lot better. You can see the angle the keyway is at. It's a little bit of a false set right now. Now, I did a couple of videos before where, I mean, frankly, I was a little embarrassed at how long whatever the activity was taking. So whether it was picking or gutting, and then I fast forwarded in the video, and I actually got some comments that basically said, "Hey, don't do that. I like to watch the whole thing," or "It doesn't really matter because I'm sitting there picking another lock," or so. I probably will get away from the fast forward. Although somebody else, I think it was Hillbilly Lock Sport, did a speed up once, and he used the Benny Hill music, which is hilarious. But no, I don't think I'll do that. And then especially if I'm on the clock, you know how I put the timer. I'll tell you what, guys, that's actually a pain. Getting some counter wherever I am. I think I was about 3, 4. It's a pain to do the speed up when we've got the counter running. I'm using VDSC or something like that as an editor. And the nice thing is it's got that counter feature, but the not nice thing is that it uses frames as the units. And so when you speed up, you give it the whatever the speed up was, 6,000% or whatever. But then you have to factor in the speed up when you're telling it what frame count to use as the starting time. Because the counter itself is going to be in all different pieces. So like let's say I have a pick and I do 1 speed up. Now the counter's in 3 sections because it's at normal speed, and then it's at fast speed, that's section 2, and then back to normal speed, that's section 3. And so anyway, wham. But it's a little more irritation than I feel is worth it. Okay, so what just happened? I got a couple clicks, I went back, I got 1, I'm in a false set, and on the other Brady/Abus is, when I get to this point, there is going to be 1 pin that's, ready to go. Like right here. I think I'm on 4. There we go. And ta-da, we're open. All right, cool. Okay, sure. Long. I think I was about 3 minutes in when I started, and now I'm 12. So this particular cylinder is, it just takes a while. When I go out and practice with these locks, the first couple often, are butt heads, and then I sort of get the hang of it, and then it's just a matter of, a roll of the dice as to, how annoying the particular pick is going to be. Okay, so here's what's happening. All right, well, I'm just going to let it come out of the bottom. Obviously, I have not picked this particular lock before, but the green ones, there's like a plastic assembly, and then the ball bearings come out, and everything comes out. So let's just see what happens. There's a ball bearing, there's a ball bearing, there's the shackle and the rest of the body with the screw in it. There's the actuator and the ball bearings. And then, oh, look at this tall extender on the actuator and the cylinder. All right, so I have the key, so I'll lock it up. And it's a vertical actuator, and there's no anti-bypass wafer. So let's get this off. Get Mr. Friendly, Mr. Shim. I've got a Huey Lewis in the News song running through my head, just in case you guys were wondering. I'm not going to sing it. Just let's get that off the table. Back when oh my gosh, who was it? Was it Chris Capoon? Yeah, when Chris Capoon did his singing challenge, what was I going to say about that? Oh, the copyright. Everybody knows a million songs that they can sing, but I was actually worried about YouTube bashing my face in for violating copyright. Okay, so here's the cylinder. Looks brand new. 6 pins. Hopefully they'll drop out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not looking at them closely, it does look like they're all standard. Get rid of Mr. Friendly Shim. And I'll go from the back first. So this will be number 6. It's a spool. And it's sort of stuck to the tweezers. I don't know why. Maybe grease? And a spring. And number 5 is a spool. And it's like sticking to the tweezers, so that's weird, guys. Number 4 is a spool. This is kind of weird. Why are they sticking? Got my springs. Okay, switching to the front, so we'll get number 1. Now, one thing, if I've got this right, the ABIS pins are 0.093, and the American and Master pins are 0.09. No, sorry, ABIS are 0.095, and Master ABIS or Master American are 0.093. So 200ths different in the spec. So my question is, does that matter? So could I, because I have a pinning kit for American and Master, so could I pin ABIS locks with pins that are 0.002 too small and have it still have the good tolerances and all that? I don't know. If you know, put something in the comments. If and either way, actually, I will most likely just go ahead and try it. So I'll put these ball bearings here, and here's the pins. So the core and bible are standard. The springs all look the same. And we have all standard key pins, a standard driver in one, and spools in the rest. So very, very similar to the green Brady's and that I have for LOTO practice locks. And yeah, so that was a good pick. A good practice lock, good LOTO lock. And that's all I have for you today. So thank you for watching. Thanks for all the participation in the channel, the subscribers and likes and comments and all that. Really appreciate it. This is the Lockpicking Newbie. Have a good day.